I don't compete. Everybody's an individual. Of course, I think I am the greatest comedian on earth.
Right.
Otherwise, I wouldn't grab the mic.
Filed lawsuit accuses Tyler Perry of sexually assaulting an actor on one of the filmmaker's shows. Actor Derek Dixon has sued Perry for $260 million.
Breaking news.
News everyone, Tyler Perry, Hollywood's billion-dollar mogul, the man behind the media empire, and one of the most intouchable figures in the entertainment industry, and has been arrested. Yes, you heard that. Right? Arrested as we speak. Investigators are combing.
If you're a victim, you're going to have to really tell your story in a very, very public way. What is interesting, though, is under California law, he could have filed as a John Doe or a Jane Doe, and he chose not to. So I thought that was interesting.
Picture this.
Through his sprawling, multi-million-dollar mansions, repeatedly drilling into vaults and hidden rooms in a full-scale operation that has left Hollywood insiders scrambling for answers. What could they possibly be searching for, and how Didon of the most powerful men in showbiz up at the center of such a scandal? Buckle up, because this story is unraveling faster than anyone could have seen. Helicopters circling overhead, blue and red lights flashing against the pristine white walls of Perry's Astoda Media
Have written.
That would certainly be helpful, in addition to the text message evidence that we had. Sometimes victims don't want to come forward, right? You're talking about a rich and famous individual, and look at what's happened. Perry's lawyer came out and said, this guy's lying. This is a shakedown. This is extortion, right? They always go after the victim. And we don't know if the allegations are true in this case or not, but very few sexual harassment cases are reported or litigated, and oftentimes
vans are parked in every direction, and law enforcement officials are reportedly working around the clock. Rumors are swirling that Perry's team icing what sources are calling total crisis mode, scrambling to contain the foul bore. The story explodes even further, but this is not just about one man's downfall. This is about the potential implosion of an empire. The man who brought us Madadia, the man who built a 330-acre studio on former Confederate land, now finds himself in the kind off the rest early. Reports are pointing to multiple allegations, and the whisper, sir, growing louder by the minute. Sumi are speculating that this could be Tito, the already infamous $260 million lawsuit filed by actor Derek Dixon, a lawsuit that accused Perry of creating a coercive, exploitative dynamic on the set-off his hit shows. Dixon, a former cast member on The Oval and Ruthless, claims Perry promised him a glittering career in Hollywood, but allegedly crossed professional lines in ways that have shocked even the most cynical observers. Lawsuit is packed with jaw-dropping allegations, unwanted advances, power plays, and a toxic work environment where keeping Perry happy was reportedly the only spoken rule.
You know, I think that when I first had to say, I've got to speak up and speak out.
Rule for survival, could this assure a signal that the authorities are finally taking these accusations seriously, or is there something even darker lurking beneath the surface? But wait, there's more. Some insiders are pointing to a potential connection between Perry's arrest and the ongoing scandals surrounding another embattled Hollywood mogul, Sean Diddy Combs. Yes, Diddy, whose name has been all over the headlines lately after his shocking indictment on charges so scandalous thief sent shockwaves through the entertainment industry. Could Perry and Diddy be part of a larger web of secrets and corruption that authorities are just beginning to unravel? The timing is certainly suspicious. Both men have dominated the entertainment world. Both have faced explosive allegations, and no Beth are watching their carefully crafted legacy.
And I fulfilled my contract. Now, if anybody else wants me to do anything else, there's a price to that, because what we're not in is slavery.
That's not.
Crumble under thewit of public scrutiny. Is this part of a coordinated crackdown on Hollywood's elite? Are we witnessing theft of an entire generation of power diddies? Paths have crossed before they've shared stages, parties, and even business ambitions. Remember the high-profile bidding war for Bet? That nearly saw one of them take over the iconic network. They were allies, then seemingly united in their quest to reshape the media landscape, but now their names are being spoken in the same breath for entirely different reasons. Some are even going so far as to suggest that Diddy, who's reportedly cooperating with authorities, might have led investigators to Perry's door. Could this be true? Could Diddy, who himself is accused of orchestrating shocking freak-off parties and other alleged crimes, be dragging everyone down with him in a desperate attempt to save his own skin. It's a tantalizing theory, Andone, that could change everything we thought we knew about the power dynamics in Hollywood. And then there are rumors swirling about Perry's own property, sources claim that investigators are focusing on the hidden nooks, crannies of his lavish estates, secret rooms and underground spaces that are reportedly being opened at first time in years. What could they possibly find? Some Hollywood insiders are whispering about incriminating evidence, confidentiality.
It's so easy to discount and devalue because of what we look like.
Right.
However, when it comes to Tyler Perry, I will not allow you to discount.
Tyler Perry.
Non-disclosure agreements and Devon physical items that could tie Peritto. The allegations against him, others speculating about something even more shocking. Could these secrets space shoulder the keys to unraveling not just Perry's case, but a broader network of scandals? It's involving some of the most. Perry's mansions are not your average celebrity homes. These are sprawling fortress-like compounds designed to keep the outside world at bay, but now it seems the walls are coming down and tales emerging from the investigations are as jaw-dropping as they are mysterious. One source claims that investigators have already uncovered encrypted devices containing sensitive communications, texts, emails, and files thought could shed new light on the allegations against Perry. Another source suggests that the focus isn't just on physical evidence, but also on the people worked behind the scenes. To protect Perry's image for years, could his inner circle hold the answers to questions we didn't even know to ask Anthony?
See, when I speak about Oprah Winfrey, and let me be clear, I love that sister, because she's our sister. She just got to come back across the street.
There's the emotional toll. 4 years. Perry has presented himself as a man of faith, a self-made billionaire who overcome unimaginable odds to become one of the most influential figures in entertainment. He's been the face of resilience, the champion of underrepresented voices, the man who could do no wrong. But now, as the allegations pile up, the cracks in the tomage are becoming impossible to ignore. It's not just Perry who's under the microscope. Hollywood as a whole is facing a reckoning, with more and more people questioning the systems of power and privilege that have allowed allegations to go unchecked for so long. So where does this leave us? What's next for Tyler Perry and for the industry he helped shape? Could this really be the beginning of the end for one of Hollywood's most powerful men? Or is there more to this story than meets the eye as investigators continue to dig deeper? One thing is certain, the fallout from this scandal is going to be felt for a long, long time, and the question set raises about power, accountability, and the true cost of success.
And I hate to throw Tyler Perry under the bus, but Tyler Perry is very successful, but he does the same thing to our people the same way Hollywood does.
Success are only just making headlines, sending shockwaves through Hollywood's very foundation. This isn't just another celebrity scandal. It's a seismic event shaking the entertainment world to its core, with authorities digging deeper into Perry's billion-dollar empire. The entertainment industry is left wondering how many careers were carefully constructs under his influence and how many were quietly destroyed in the shadows. As more details emerge, insiders are whispering about a potential Pandora's box being opened, one that could expose secrets so damning they might bring down far more than just Perry himself. The timing of all this couldn't be more suspicious. Just days before his arrest, whispers about the upcoming documentary Maxine's monster surviving Tyler Perry had already begun.
All lies will be exposed. That's all. And anyone who takes that the wrong way, know why they take it the wrong way.
Circulating the 3-part series, which promises to expose the darker side. Off Mogul's career is reportedly filled with accounts from former employee Scalaborits and even alleged victim shuts. Most chilling, though, are the claims about a sophisticated network designed to protect Perry at all cost. Imagine this a system so powerful, so loyal, that it could silence lawsuits, cinemaide witnesses, and rewrite entire narratives. Could Maxine's monster finally shine a light on the machine behind Perry's meteoric rise? And if so, what else might it reveal about the Hollywood loves a comeback story, but it also thrives on control and Perry has been one of the industry's most dominant figures. 4 years from his
He said, and when y'all got off the phone, I looked at her and said, why don't you just pay this woman the money? She deserves it. And she looked at him and said, I won't be paying her nothing.
early stage plays to his sprawling Atlanta studio, Perry cultivated an image of resilient, seemed, self-made success, but could his relentless pursuit of power, wealth, and influence have been fueled by something far darker? Perry has never shied away from discussing his difficult upbringing marked by financial hardship and personal struggles, and he's often credited those experiences for shaping his work ethic and his drive to succeed. Over some experts suggest that this drive may have become his great stackness. Could Perry's need to control every aspect of his empire, from writing every script to overseeing every deal, stem from a deep-seated fear of low singet, all and more? Importantly, has that fear now trapped him in a corner? Heckaned escape from behind the glitz and glamour of Hollywood lies a shadowing work of power, influence.
What does it make those kind of
cowardly.
people? That is cowardly. See,
And some would say corruption industry insiders have long whispered about what they call billionaire boys club, an unspoken alliance of moguls who protect each other's secrets no matter the cost. Could Tyler Perry, Diddy, and others belong to this exclusive circle when one considers sheer influence these men wield, not just in entertainment but across media, real estate, and philanthropy? The idea isn't far-fetched. They've built empires not just on talent, but on connections, and it's those same connections that might be shielding them from event against. Diddy have already begun to chip away at this veil of secrecy. Whispers often pervade freak-off parties, and questionable dealings have sparked a tidal wave of speculation about who else might be involved. Could Perry's arrest be the next step in unraveling a larger conspiracy? Some believe that these moguls operate under a code of mutual solace, ensuring
this throws all sorts of issues, legal issues as well, commenting on it because it might develop over the next couple of weeks and days, but
that no scandal ever fully sees the light of day. But as more allegations come to light, it seems this protective bubble may finally be bursting. If so, what other hidden truths could come tumbling out? What makes this situation even more chilling is the sheer scale of influence these men have over their respective industries. Perry sprawling a Lank studio is larger than most Hollywood lots combined, and Diddy's reach stretches from music to fashion to liquor brands. Together they've shaped culture on a global scale, but with great power comes even greater scrutiny. If the Billionaire Boys Club truly exists, then cracks forming in its foundation cold reveal a system so entrenched in secrecy that it makes even the wild snot ignore the role of money in all of this, with billions of dollars at stake. Stakes couldn't be higher for those involved: lawsuits, settlements, and hush money. These are all tools that have avidly been